Hello, all you beautiful, extraordinary beings. Welcome to Wednesday Whispers with me, Deanna Bamford. Everybody calls me Dee. I'm a Reiki Master, Ascension Channel, Psychic, and Channeler based here in beautiful San Diego, California. And have you been feeling the energy this week? What have you experienced? There is so much energy right now. Really interesting time energetically, but if you've been feeling drained, exhausted, triggered easily, fluctuate in emotions, not knowing why it feels almost like a dream, you're like, I'm doing the things, I'm walking the path, I'm going through life, but somehow I feel disconnect at the same time as being connected. It's completely normal. All this is the energy that we are actually experiencing right now, and it's part of the Ascension symptoms that we are all going through. This coming Monday, we have the new moon and also a solar eclipse. Notice the patterns. Notice if you're somebody who gets a little bit more, not necessarily affected, but has an effect on their bodies during like a full moon, a new moon, or the eclipses. For me, is the eclipses. I get really tired, very disconnected around that time. So I ground a lot more during this time. A lot of shaking. I love to shake. Just shake the energy off and dust it off you when you're feeling like that. Especially doing it in the morning as you're going to begin your day, and in the evening when you are saying good night and I'm ready for a good night's sleep. Vivid dreams, that is something else that is definitely happening in our field right now. Notice if there are dreams, visions, or experiences. We get a lot of downloads through the night. So just checking in and paying attention to what's coming up for you, and always ask the questions. Why? Okay, so this week, last night, I was like, okay, I want to use this particular deck for today. I woke up with an entire different deck in my field, my energy field, my little vortex. So I woke up with Rebecca Campbell again, Work Your Light Oracle deck, and it was just like, nope, this is the deck you're going to use. And it came to me this morning during my really, really early morning meditation. And I'm like, okay, always follow your intuition, or your gut if you want to call it. Follow the plexus always. So I'm going to see how many cards, I don't know. As you always know, if you've been watching for a few weeks now, I may pull 1, 2, completely. I intuitively pick them each card, and it's for you in mind, with you in mind, and this is for this particular week. I feel all the signs of the divine right now. You hear the bird? It has an interesting message. I just love it. So magical. Be in nature. So important. Okay. Beautiful. All right. For the collective, for this week, to sustain us, to support us and sustain us through the energy of the new moon. Ooh, and this solar eclipse. Ooh, it's gonna be this one. And I'm gonna pull another one. Ooh, it's gonna be this one. And going to be this one. We're going to pull 3 today. Ooh, I'm very excited for these cards. The very first card that I pull for you is Leap. Leap. You go first. The universe will catch you. Leap. Take a chance. Take an opportunity to give yourself the opportunity to go for it. Not fearlessly. I hear a lot of like, I'm just gonna, I don't care. I'm gonna go for it, and I'm just gonna act fierce. There's fears, and then there's courage. So there's different energies behind it. Fearless is like, you know what? I do not give a damn. I'm just gonna go for it. Whatever happens, happens. It's not coming for very conscious standpoint, a very grounded, the energy behind it. However, if you're like, you know what, I'm going to leap courageously. I know exactly what I'm doing. I'm going to trust. I'm going to trust that it's going to work out. Whatever is going to happen is going to happen for my highest good. Rather than fearless, a lot of times it's like whatever happens, wherever the ships may fall, that's where they are. And whatever. No, let's be courageous. Take the leap. This card is telling you this is the time. Regardless of how things look out there, regardless of anything else that is happening, this is your time. Leap. Take the leap. If this resonates with you, this is for you. Right now, go for it. Trust. You've already placed your order with the universe, and it's cooking for you right now. A bigger plan is already in action. The second card is Mintaka, longing for a home. The original light workers. Longing for home, belonging, the original light workers. And this card actually comes a lot right now, especially with the sense of belonging. This year has been challenging in so many ways that it's like, what is it that I'm supposed to do? A lot of you were actually in that place of like, what is it that I do next? There's a lot of self-discovery, a lot of growth, a lot of personal transformation during this time, and that sense of belonging. Also, being the light being the light workers, you have the power, you have the gift to share that light, to do and empower more good into this beautiful world. Don't pay attention to what is happening out there. It's going to continue to happen. But you don't have to be in it all the time. You can detach yourself from the matrix. You can detach yourself from the outer circumstances and go inward. What is it that I want? What is it? Where is it that I belong? Just ask that. And the last card, one of my favorites. Warrior woman. And this applies for the divine feminine and the divine masculine. Warrior woman. If you weren't afraid, what would you do? If you were not afraid, what would you do? Maybe take that leap? What will you do? Just imagine if you're like, so many downloads are just coming. If you just trusted a little more and just surrender into the divine, surrender into the arms of the divine. It's like, I trust. I've done all I can as a human, living our human experience. Now I'm going to surrender. I'm going to meditate. I'm going to breathe. I'm going to be. I'm going to feel. And I'm going to surrender into the divine that I am supported, that I am being carried, that I am being taken care of. Ultimately, everything is going to be okay. Everything that is happening in your life right now is simply in alignment with what is it that you desire. Even the things that seem challenging, they're here to show you a lot of the times what you don't want. And they're here to continue to support you in your own personal growth. And doesn't it feel good? And we're all a work in progress. So trust. If you weren't afraid, what would you do? If I wasn't afraid of that, what would I do? Play the what if game. There's the what if that goes in both directions. We can go worst case scenario, spiral down, or best case scenario, spiral up. You know, what if that happens and that happens, we're spiraling down. Like, but if we go, what if that happens and it goes this way, it makes you feel different in a whole new way, in a powerful way. So, little recap. Leap, very first card. Mintaka, longing for home. Warrior woman. Notice which card resonates with you the most. Allow it to be part of your energy. Allow it to be part of you. Allow it to fill you up. Why did that card resonate? Why does it feel for me? What is it telling me? Just know, I just hear so many beautiful downloads to know that you are exactly where you need to be right now. Your current reality is not your ultimate destination. It's simple, a stepping stone. Just a little boop, just to jump over, and it's putting us in the direction, because we're always on the right path. We're always on that path of what we desire. Sometimes we just take the little wiggly, more adventurous off-road on the side, but we always go on the right path. We're always on the right path. We're always walking each other home, like Ramdas said. Trust, trust, trust. And remember, I'm going to leave you with a little bit of an activation today. And I've mentioned this before, but just coming into in comfortable position, just in a place where you feel connected with yourself, maybe holding on to some crystals and just feeling you in your body. We're rapidly raising the vibration of the world, but of the self. That's why we also feel all those symptoms. Just beautiful to sit, be with the self, and say, I only allow and work and entertain high vibrational frequency and energy into my field. I only work with the beautiful energy, pure energy of Source. I no longer allow or entertain any lower vibrational frequency that is not of my highest good into my energy field. I call my power back with so much love and compassion. I call my power back into myself because it belongs to me. It is part of me. And it is my absolute birthright to be happy today and always. I love you all so very much. Have a fantastic day. Have a beautiful new moon. Set your intentions. Intention is where the key is. That is the key to create everything that you deserve and everything your heart truly desires. I love you all so very much. If this information resonates with you, awesome. If not, set it aside. If you like the video, give it a little thumbs up. Maybe subscribe if it calls to you. Share it with your friends. I go every Wednesday. I come and do a video. So I will see you next Wednesday. So much love. Till next time, you beautiful, extraordinary beings.